We are now on Seal 5, the Seal of Meleer. To start this seal, again, collect the crystals and mirrors from the box below you by pulling the lever. Then head south, then west, then north up to the four-way magenta. Once at this pillar, keep continuing north for 2 pillars and put a mirror in the utmost north pillar. Rotate it so that it's facing east. Now go to the next pillar and push and put the mirror so that the beam is facing down. Take the teleporter downstairs and you should see a beam directly north of you receiving the light. Put another mirror in there and make the beam face south. Run south all the way to where the light turns blue and into the room we did the second seal in. Put a mirror in that pillar in the utmost north middle and make the light face west. Then go to the west pillar and put another mirror in it, making it face south. Then go to the south pillar and put another mirror in it, making it face west. Then go to the west pillar and put another mirror in it, making it face north. Then go up to the north pillar and put another mirror in it so it goes west. Once you have done all that, you can head back upstairs. When you're back upstairs, run west and south. You're going to want to continue south all the way back into the main room. Then when you get to the four-way magenta, go west and then go south until keep going west until you see the teleporter. When you see the teleporter, take the teleporter down. You should see directly north of you a beam or a pillar receiving the blue beam across the gap. Put a mirror in it so that the beam is facing north now. Then go to the north pillar and put another beam in it, or another mirror in it so the beam is facing upwards. When the beam is facing upwards, take the teleporter upstairs. You should now see a blue beam coming up from the pillar north of you. Go ahead and put your red crystal in that pillar so that the light turns magenta. Now go up again through the teleporter and you should see, again, directly north of you, a pillar receiving a magenta light from below it. Go ahead and put a mirror in that pillar so that the light is facing north. Now the light should be going north over this gap, but that is the pillar before the seal, so we are officially done with this color for the seal. We now have to head back to the main room. Once you are in the main room, you are going to want to head east to over where this yellow light is. Once you are at the four-way yellow pillar, you're going to want to head north. You should see a pillar directly north. Go ahead and put a mirror in it and make the beam face upwards. Then head south and then head east to this teleporter. Take the teleporter up. You are going to see, if you move over 2 columns to the left, the beam of light coming up from below one of the pillars. So head 2 columns to your left or to your west and head down that column. Here is the pillar that we needed to see. Put a mirror in it so that the beam is facing north. Once the beam is facing north, it should be hitting a pillar directly above it. Go ahead and put another mirror in that next pillar so that the beam is facing west. Once you have done that, go ahead and head back downstairs through the teleporter you came through. When you are downstairs, head west back to the main room. Continue west to the four-way magenta light. Once you are there, you want to run north, and then you want to run west more, and then more north all the way to the northmost teleporter. You want to take that teleporter up. Once you are upstairs, you want to head east, and then you want to head south. You want to head south until you see the agility obstacle. The obstacle are floating books, which we need to cross. Now, keep in mind, you can fail these obstacles. If you do, you just need to run back to the teleporter we just took upstairs, and you need to take it back up and try again. Once you have successfully made it across, head south and you should see the yellow light coming into the room and hitting a pillar. Put a mirror in that pillar so that the light is facing north. Once the light is facing north, put a mirror in the next pillar it's hitting and make that pillar face east or west. Then take the agility obstacle back across. If you fall again, you need to head back to the teleporter and get back upstairs. Once you are back upstairs, again head east and then head south, but this time you don't have to take the agility shortcut. You should see the yellow light hitting a pillar on your side of the room. Put a mirror on that pillar so that the light is facing south. Once it is facing south, go to the south pillar and put another mirror in it so that the light is now facing west. You have now completed the seal and it should have unlocked. Go ahead and click on the door here and summon the spirit of the library. She again will grant you access to the knowledge that was hidden behind the seal. You then will be offered to be taken back to the main hub. Go ahead and accept that. And then once you get back to the main hub, make sure you check your quest log to make sure we actually completed that seal. Now is seal 6, the seal of Heaven. To start this seal, go ahead and get the mirrors and crystals out of the box. Once you do that, head south, then head west, and continue heading west, following this white beam of light. You will come to this first pillar, past the main room, put a mirror in it so that the beam of light is facing south. Then put a mirror in the next one, in the next pillar that's south of it, so that the beam of light is facing west. Go to the west pillar that the light is hitting and put a mirror in it so that the light is facing north across a gap. You then want to head to the other side of that gap. Once you are on the other side of that gap, go ahead and put a mirror in the first pillar you see in the bottom southwest part of the room. You're going to want to make the light face downwards, and then you want to take the portal downwards. Head over to the beam that is receiving the light from above and place a mirror in the pillar so that the beam of light is facing east now. Now head over to this eastern pillar and put another mirror in it so that the beam of light is facing upwards once again. Now take the teleporter back upstairs. You should see the light passing through this pillar, and you're going to want to take the teleporter upstairs again to the top floor. Just south of you is a pillar. Put a mirror in it so that the light is now facing north. Then go to the northern pillar that the light is hitting and put a mirror in it so that the light is facing west. This is now completed one of the lights for the seal. We now have to go start another light, so go ahead and head back to the main room. Once you are at the four-way magenta, again, you want to head north. Keep heading north to this second pillar where the light is hitting the flying books, and put a mirror in it so that the light is facing east. Then go to this eastern pillar and place a mirror in it so that the light is facing down. Take the teleporters downstairs, and just north of you, you should see a pillar receiving the light. Go ahead and put a mirror in there so that the light is facing southwards, and then follow that light till it turns blue and you are in the room where you did the second seal. Again, place a mirror in this pillar making the light go west, then go to the western pillar and put a mirror in it so the light is facing south. Go to the southern pillar and put a mirror in it so the light is facing west again. Then go to that western pillar and place another mirror in it so that the light is facing northwards. Then go to the north pillar and put another mirror in it so that the light is facing west across the gap. Once you have done this, you can go ahead and make your way back upstairs through the teleporter. Once you are back upstairs, you want to head west and then south. You want to head back to the four-way magenta light in the main room. Once you're at the four-way white light, you want to head west. You're going to keep following this path west until you get to the teleporter. Take the teleporter down one level, and then from there, you should see a pillar directly north or south of you, north or south, depending on which teleporter you took. And then go ahead and put a mirror in that pillar so that the beam of light is now facing north. Then go north and put a mirror in that pillar so that the beam of light is now facing west. Go to that western pillar and put a mirror in it so that the beam of light is now facing upwards. Once you have done that, you can go ahead and go back upstairs through the teleporter. You can continue all the way to the top floor, and on this top floor in the northwest corner, you should see a pillar receiving the light all the way from the bottom. Go ahead over to that pillar, put a mirror in it so that the light is now facing south, and that should have unlocked the seal. Now go to the door and click on it and summon the library spirit. She will now grant you access to the knowledge hidden behind the seal once again, and she will offer to transport you back to the main hub, which you should take. Go ahead and check your quest log to make sure we completed the 6th seal.